Greetings YouTube, Alain Unleashed back at you from right here at the Green Thumb Gardening Channel here in Grow Zone 8B, right here in Tifton, Georgia. And in today's video YouTube, we'd like to give you guys a quick peek at a gift that we've been preparing for our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle for approximately the past 6 months. That's right YouTube, for the past 6 months, we've been preparing this gift for our dear friends David and Marcy up there at Homestead and Hustle. I'm going to flip this camera around for you guys right now, show you what that gift is, and give you a little history on that gift and why it is indeed time for us today to get this gift packaged up and in the mail to our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle. Take a look at this YouTube. Alright YouTube, if you've been following our channel for a while, you may recall that back in November of last year, we conducted our Pinecone Shampoo Ginger Rhizome harvest after growing them in our front yard garden extended grow area for 2 years in the location where our Celeste fig tree, Mrs. Lori, now resides at, out at our front yard garden extended grow area. That's our fig tree, Mrs. Lori, out there. Yes indeed YouTube, in that location we grew our Pinecone Shampoo Ginger. We harvested it last November after 2 years of growth in that location. During the harvest, we had several of our subscribers request a few of the rhizomes, and our dear friends Marcy and David up at the Homestead and Hustle were indeed a couple of the people who requested some of our rhizomes. We knew that at the time of harvest, it was much colder up there in their area than it is down here where we're located here in Tifton, Georgia. So what we decided to do was overwinter their shampoo ginger rhizomes in a pot in soil in the very same manner that we overwintered our own Pinecone Shampoo Ginger Rhizome that we recently planted over at Ginger Valley. I'm going to swing this camera around for you guys right now and show you what that pot looks like that we planted their, that we overwintered their rhizomes in looks like, and show you why it is indeed time for us today to remove these rhizomes from this pot, get them packaged up and in the mail to our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle. Take a look at this YouTube. Yeah YouTube, yeah. Indeed, this is the pot where we overwintered 3 Pinecone Shampoo Ginger Rhizomes for our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle. We kept the soil in this pot damp but not moist during the winter. We kept the pot in a fully shaded area, out of the sun, not in complete darkness, but out of any direct sunlight. Again, we kept that soil moist, with damp but not moist during the fall and winter months here at the Green Thumb Gardening Channel. And then approximately the past 2 weeks, YouTube, and approximately the past 2 weeks, this is what has happened since we brought their pot outside, set it on our front porch on, over near Ginger Valley in a semi-sunny area. Take a look at this. Bam. Can you guys see that? I'm going to take you in for a close-up and show you exactly why today we're going to remove these rhizomes from this pot, place them in a plastic bag, get that bag boxed up, and get these rhizomes in the mail to our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle. As you can see, our rhizomes have indeed begun to sprout canes. You guys see that? There's actually 3 rhizomes in this pot. We have one there, and there's one over in here somewhere that hasn't yet sprouted a cane. But at any rate, we're going to go ahead and remove all 3 of these rhizomes right here, right now, today. Show you guys what the developing root system looks like on those rhizomes. We're going to inspect those rhizomes and make sure that there's no actual rot or disease or fungus of any type growing on these rhizomes. We're going to get these rhizomes in a plastic bag, get those rhizomes boxed up and in the mail to our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle tomorrow or Tuesday. Ain't that YouTube? I'm gonna go ahead and show you what the soil looks like. It's some fairly loose, loomy soil with a lot of perlite and other things in it to keep it fairly loose. I'm going to go ahead and remove this rhizome here on this side first and show you guys what the rhizome itself looks like, and the developing root system on it looks like. And again, as you can see, they have begun to sprout, and that is indeed why today we're going to remove these rhizomes from this pot, get them packaged up, and on the way to our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle. Take a look at this, YouTube. Just going to loosen this soil in this pot a little bit and get my fingers down there beneath this rhizome, dig it up, and show you guys what's going on with it. You guys see that? See that green there at the top? And as you can see, it has some roots beginning to develop down here at the bottom. And that's the reason why, again, today we're removing these rhizomes from this pot. We're going to get these rhizomes in a plastic bag and in the mail on their way to our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle. This is our second rhizome here. And as you can see, it has plenty of roots, developing roots there on the bottom. It's definitely ready to be placed in the ground. And here you can see the new cane beginning to form right there on that end. David and Marcy, when you get these rhizomes planted where your developing cane is facing up, plant these rhizomes only deep enough in the ground to leave the tip of your developing cane just slightly above the soil. I wouldn't recommend planting these any more than like about 3 inches max. That's plenty deep enough for these rhizomes, David and Marcy. And here's our third and most prominently developed cane. I'm going to remove this rhizome also. Again, soil is fairly loose here. This is the largest rhizome of the rhizome that we saved for David and Marcy. Be really careful when I remove it from the soil to show you guys that it is indeed developing quite the root system. Now that the weather's warmed up here and we have it outside on our front porch, David and Marcy, what I'm simply going to do is wash all of the existing soil from all 3 of your rhizomes. We're going to get them in a plastic bag, seal that bag up, place that bag in a small box, and get that box shipped off to you guys either tomorrow or on Tuesday. Hang tight. I want to get these white rhizomes washed off and show you what they look like with all of this dirt removed from the root system. All right, David and Marcy, we have you guys rhizomes rinsed fairly cleanly of the soil that they were growing in, and as you can see, they have some fairly extensive root systems already developed on these rhizomes, and they're ready to be planted out in your landscape, in your garden area, in pots there, however you choose to plant these. I would recommend planting these in a semi-shady to full sun location there in your area. They will grow in full shade, but they'll grow a lot slower in full shade than they will in either full sun or a semi-shady location in your grow area, David and Marcy. That's your first rhizome there. This rhizome here has the most extensively developed root system on it so far. Definitely ready to go in the ground. Guys can actually split this rhizome in 2 if you want. If I was planting it, I probably would just leave it whole like this, but you can actually split this in 2. It has roots on both this rhizome over here and this one over here. This one does not have many roots on it at all, as I discovered as I rinsed the soil from it. There's a few tiny ones on the very bottom line of developing, but not to worry. Plant this in the same manner you would plant these other 2 that it has roots. And only leave just this tip here, stick it out above the soil, give it a week or 2, and trust me, it will develop roots and it will grow vigorously in your garden. As I stated in the previous clip, I'm going to get these package it up in a plastic bag to hold the moisture around the roots until they arrive at your house. I'm gonna ship these out either Monday or Tuesday. At any rate, you should receive these before this coming Friday. Thanks for watching YouTube, and if indeed you are currently watching this video and you're not already subscribed to the Green Thumb Gardening channel, please take this moment to press that subscribe button beneath this video, that like button, that notification button, and be sure to share this video with your friends and family as well. Yeah. Gifting Pinecone Shampoo Ginger Rhizomes to our dear friends David and Marcy up at Homestead and Hustle. Homestead and Hustle, this one for you guys. Thanks for watching, YouTube.
You claimed it.